Well, good afternoon, everyone. Today is Tuesday, September the 6th. This is the meeting of the Planning and Zoning Committee. Can you hear me now? Barely. One moment, please, for technical considerations. Oh. Good afternoon, everyone. That sounds much, much better to me. For folks in the gallery, can y'all hear that? All right, good. We'll try that again. So I'll restart the countdown for Metro Nashville Network. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So today is Tuesday, September the 6th. This is the meeting of the Planning and Zoning Committee of the Metro Council. I'll do a quick run through roll call. So I'm present. Councilmember Bradford is present. Councilmember Gamble is present. I don't see Councilmember Hager. Councilmember Murphy is present. Councilmember O'Connell is back in the chamber, so he's present. Councilmember Parker is present. Vice Chair Rutherford is present. Councilmember Sepulveda is present. Councilmember Toombs is present. Councilmember Van Rees is present, and I don't see Councilmember Welsh. So I see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. I've got 10. So we have 10. So we almost have perfect attendance this afternoon. I have everything on our agenda on consent, so if anyone has anything to pull off of consent, please let me know. But I will quickly read through at least the bill numbers. So these would be for resolutions. Item number 1, Resolution RS 2022-1749. And I'll go ahead and read the caption. Item number 1, Resolution RS 2022-1749. The sponsors are Councilmembers Roten, Withers, Pulley, and Hancock. This approves an intergovernmental agreement by and between TDOT and Metro Government, acting through NDOT for general maintenance for State Route 45, also known as Old Hickory Boulevard at Myatt Drive. Item number 2, Resolution RS 2022-1750. The sponsors are Councilmembers Evans, Roten, Gamble, and others. Approves Amendment 1 to an agreement between TDOT and Metro Government acting with NDOT for miscellaneous safety improvements on State Route 45, also known as Old Hickory Boulevard, at the intersection at State Route 265, which is known as Central Pike. Item number 3, Resolution RS 2022-1751. The sponsors are Councilmembers Syracuse, Roten, Withers, and others. Approves a license agreement between Metro Government by and through the Department of Parks and Recreation and the state of Tennessee, acting by and through its Commissioner of Transportation to construct and maintain a multi-use pedestrian greenway in Davidson County, and this is one that goes between Two Rivers Park and Opry Mills. We've been working on that for a while. Item number 4, Resolution RS 2022-1757. The lead sponsor is Councilmember Druffel. This requests Metro Department of Water, the Metro Planning Department, and Metro Codes to work together to review the efficacy of current regulations and code provisions affecting infill development and to develop new procedures as necessary to regulate infill development and better manage stormwater runoff. Moving to items on second reading, ordinance, item number 5, Ordinance BL 2022-1406. The sponsors are Councilmembers Parker, Withers, and Young. Authorizes Metro Government to abandon existing stormwater drainage easement rights for property located at 1036 East Trinity Lane. Item number 6, Ordinance BL 2022-1407. The sponsors are Councilmembers Evans, Withers, and Young. Authorizes Metro Government to relocate a public fire hydrant assembly for property located at 1160 Tulip Grove Road, also known as Tulip Trace Homes. Item number 7, which is Ordinance BL 2022-1408. The sponsors are Councilmembers Sledge, Withers, and Young. Authorizes Metro Government to abandon existing water mains and easements to relocate a fire hydrant assembly and to accept new water main, fire hydrant assemblies, and easements for 3 properties located at 2500, 2504, and 2508 Bransford Avenue, also known as Broadstone Berry Hill. For items on third reading, we've got Item number 8, Ordinance BL 2022-1302. The sponsor is Councilmember Toombs. Amends the Metro Zoning Code by changing from R8 to IWD zoning for property located at 439 Haney Avenue, approximately 1,195 feet north of Brick Church Pike. And that brings me to the conclusion of our agenda, all of which are on consent, unless anyone has anything that they would like to pull. Seeing none, could I call on Vice Chair Rutherford to bring a motion?
Motion to approve the consent agenda.
We have a motion that's been properly seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Please say aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, wonderful. We have concluded our agenda. Did any members of the committee or the body have any announcements that are related to planning that they would like to bring? Well, we have a couple of minutes. I see Councilmember Allen would like to make an announcement.
I would like to make everyone aware that Parking Day, which is when the Civic Design Center leads anyone who's interested in turning parking spaces downtown into tiny little parklets, which is just a great way to show the potential of what can happen, is coming up, I believe, Friday, September 9th. I have not had a chance to verify that date. But it's a really interesting opportunity to walk around downtown in the middle of the day and just see what possibilities there are in just taking some of our civic space and turning it into open space. So maybe during council announcements, I'll have verified that and make everybody confirm that date.
Wonderful, thank you. Councilmember Allen, do we have any other announcements? I will remind everyone that the Metropolitan Department has been busy at work since the release of the East Bank Vision document. Last Monday, we've had quite a few community events where we've been able to speak to a lot of folks in the community. There is also, if you go to the East Bank Planning Study website, there is a survey. We encourage council members, if you can help us, to share the word with your constituents for folks to take a look at that document and to participate in the survey. We have lots of additional community meetings that are scheduled, including with the Affordable Housing Task Force. And at the Planning Commission meeting this coming Thursday, we are going to have an informational presentation only. No vote will be taken, but would encourage anyone that's interested in all of that and how it ultimately may connect to your district, if you're not right in the East Bank, to remain engaged with that and look for that informational presentation. And with that, I will declare our meeting stands adjourned. Thank you, everyone.